Hi, welcome to Swiping Left, a new podcast about dating apps and just all the joys of dealing with dating apps and dating in general. And we're just going to have fun with some of the stories that come out of some of these dating apps because really, what could go wrong? Like with me, the complete stranger off your phone, right? I'm Suzanne Linfante. I'm your host, also a stand-up comedian and a radio DJ. And creating this podcast, I'm bringing people on to tell me their dating stories because I know everyone has a really good dating story out there or two. And so my first guest tonight is Michelle Iaccarino. You can see her right here. She is quite beautiful. Yes, inside and out. So if you can only hear us, you can still hear how beautiful she is once she starts talking, if I allow her to, right?
Maybe.
Okay. Anyway, hi, Michelle. Welcome.
Hi, it's great to be here. I'm so excited. I got quite a few stories about these dating apps. They are quite entertaining.
Excellent. Okay, that's exactly what I was hoping to hear. That's fantastic. Okay, so Michelle, did I mention she's my niece? Because yeah, she's my niece. So,
It's
um,
true.
but that's okay. Like we share dating stories
Uh-huh.
because that's where my life is at right
We're
now.
single ladies out here. We got a
Okay.
lot. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Single ladies.
All the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single. Okay, I'll stop. I swear I won't do that again. Please don't shut this off. Okay, thanks. So we're gonna get started with Michelle.
Hey, thank you so much. I'm so excited to be doing this. I have definitely swiped left on quite a few men, so I'm ready.
You're perfect for it. Great. So you've used dating apps then, is that right?
Yes, I have. I used to use Tinder a little bit, never met up with anyone on Tinder.
That's
That was
probably good.
yeah, that was more my high school, college days. It was more of like a game, even like swipe right, swipe left. Who thinks I'm cute? Who isn't? Like who doesn't? So, but now I'm kind of more on Hinge.
Okay. Have you
So
had any luck with Hinge?
I I've gone on a few dates. I've went on my first ever app date from
Okay.
Hinge, and I think I've been on maybe two or three. Never led to a second date. Maybe that's
Okay.
my fault. I don't know, but
Maybe it's me.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think am I the problem? But yeah,
Sorry.
I just went maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago on a date on Hinge, and he seemed cute. We didn't really have much conversation on the actual app because I'd rather talk to him in person. People could be either really boring over text and really fun in person, or the complete opposite. So it's kind of hard to get an accurate feel for who I'm talking to.
Oh, absolutely. But do you ever find that like they just don't I don't know. Maybe it's me. I'm not bashing anyone, but I find that guys don't really want to have a conversation
I
on that.
I agree. They say stupid things. We're commenting like on a picture, and then it's just a stupid little conversation, like not meaningful at all. And then it's like, okay, want to go out to dinner? I'm like, okay, sure. Like, I guess we'll see how you are in person because you're giving me nothing here. But
Yeah, exactly. Like
I guess I'll take a chance.
I try so hard, and I sit there like I look at something in their profile. Hey, I see you like New York City. What do you like to do there? And I get back, hi.
Yeah, hi. I like to walk. Okay, I
I
take
don't
the
even get
subway.
that.
Okay.
I get hi and an emoji, and that's it.
Oh my
So it's kind of
gosh.
crazy. So the guy you met, did he look like his picture? That's my question.
Yes.
He
Yes, he
did.
did. He
It was
did
a
look like
recent.
his picture.
Okay. Well, Michelle's a little younger. Like you're in your
I
20s. You
am.
can tell them that,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
So in your 20s, I'm guessing guys are still using current pictures and they actually still look like them. Otherwise, it would be like, a sixth grade picture, which
Yes,
would just be
exactly.
silly.
That would be weird. But yeah, no, he looked like his picture. The only things that his profile said he was 5'10". He's probably closer to 5'6" or 5'7". So that's, I feel like, the
I
main
feel like
thing.
that's the guy thing. I feel like
It
if
is
there's one thing men are going to lie about,
the height.
and it's and once you expect that, it's like, all right, it's cool. I get it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
get
It's
it too. Yeah.
and is that a total deal breaker though? Like if you liked him, is that a total deal breaker
You
or
know,
because it's okay if it is? I'm just asking.
I think, yeah, to me it is. It
Okay,
is.
that's fair.
And in honestly, my history of dating, I tend to be attracted to the shorter guys,
Mhm.
but I hate, and it's not that they're shorter than me or they're the same height or I can't wear heels around them, this, that. It's not that. It's the complex that comes with a man being short and the way that
Ah.
his attitude and like I've every guy that's like five, a short guy
Mhm.
always has the same kind of attitude and like trying to compensate for their height, and it's just like that's what I don't like. deal breaker.
That's fair. But if
Yeah.
he was nice and didn't and was totally secure in his height,
Yes. Yes. Then fine.
all right,
Totally
I like
fine.
that. I
Yeah.
think that's fair because I think men would agree, and I will have men guests on as well because I'm going to get all perspectives, just so the listener knows. But yeah, I think that I think there's deal breakers on both sides, and some of them are physical, and some of them are not. But I think secure, like someone being confident and secure,
Exactly.
makes up for so many
So
quote
much.
unquote deal breakers.
Mm-hmm. A hundred
So
percent. A hundred
and
percent.
and just being a nice person,
Yeah.
I think that helps too. I don't know.
Yes. But if you're like a nice person, super sweet, but really, really ugly, deal breaker. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
Maybe it's because I'm
that's
young,
honest.
but
It's
I need to be able to like look at somebody and be like, wow, I'm attracted to you. Like
yeah, you
I
want that little
cannot,
zing. Yeah.
yes, yes. I cannot have, even if you're the sweetest guy in the world, treating me like a queen. Nah, it's not, if you're not at least a little cute, I don't know. Not for me.
That's fair. Hey, that's fair. I mean,
hmm
so how did your date go with him? Was there
So,
anything crazy
I
or
mean, it was fine. We went out to this nice Italian restaurant and he made a reservation and everything, and he texted me a few hours before the date confirming, which that's very important. If they don't text you until maybe 30 minutes before, it's like, well, should I even start getting ready?
right,
So
right.
he did confirm and I was like, okay, this is good. Everything's good. We went and I was like, okay, kind of weird meeting somebody for the first time when you don't really know what they look like, really know who they are.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, it was fine. The restaurant we went to was like kind of loud, actually. And the conversations, I felt like they were forced, and I felt like I was like carrying the conversation. And I was like,
Okay.
okay, can you say something now? Like, can you ask a question about me? Like, I'm asking you all these questions and you're giving a few answers, but like, do you want to know about me? Isn't that why we're on this date? So I mean, I left the date saying like, oh yeah, that was fun. Let's do it again. Cause like that's just kind of my like it wasn't bad. Like I wasn't like, no, I never want to see you again.
Right.
But then, I don't know, he would text me the next few days and I was just like, and like everything he would text me, hey, how's your day? I'm like, I don't even know your last name. Like, why are you saying how's it? Like, ask me about like let's get to know each other. That's the
Did
point
he
of
even
dating.
know what you did for a living to ask how your
Yes,
day
he
was?
did. He
Okay, so he
did.
did
He
ask
did.
that. Okay.
That was a main topic of conversation, honestly,
That's
on our date.
that's funny.
But
Okay.
yeah, but
Eh,
it was like, and then it was like, good, busy. And like, I was telling him on the date, I'm working 9, 10, 11-hour days. I'm busy. I'm always like, when I'm at work, I'm on like, I'm focused on work. I'm not on my phone. I'm not doing anything. And there was one day, I think we went on a date on a Friday. And the next Tuesday, Monday night, we were talking, texting, whatever, everything's fine. I went to bed. I'm not going to text him, good morning. How are you? I hope you have a great day. Like, no, you're still a stranger. Like, I don't know you like that. And he texts me at like 5:09, like right after the workday is over. It's not over for me yet.
right, right.
And he goes, are you alive? What? We
After you just talked to him like
last
for
night.
last night.
I was
Okay.
like, what do you mean? I was like, yeah, why? Like, why wouldn't I be alive? I'm at work. And I don't know. It was just weird things. I don't know.
Wow, that's
Yeah. And it was
that's
just kind of like,
interesting.
yeah, I was like, dude, I don't know you well enough to be texting you all day. One, I don't. And two, I'm busy. I'm at work. Like I don't have time for you. So
So guys, maybe that's just a little pointer, just a girl's POV, but
hmm
yeah, like chill, take it a
yeah,
little bit easy on the
yeah.
texts and get to know
Especially
try and get to know people, right?
yes. And if he was texting asking questions, like specifically like trying to get to know me, not just general surface level questions, then I would be like, okay, he's trying. But
Right, right.
it's just like I don't want this small talk. Like we met, now let's get to know each other.
Yeah.
So
Gotcha. Wow, yeah.
another yeah.
Now, what about any pictures, anything about the pictures that you swipe left on? What is there something specific about pictures you swipe left on? Because this is one of mine. Like there are
Yeah.
some that just I don't understand.
Like,
I had a picture of someone who clearly like he looked like he was still in bed. His hair was worse than Einstein's on a good
oh my
day.
God.
I mean, no, but he had a very rough, like I mean, it looked like it wasn't a cool like Miami Vice like 5 o'clock shadow. It was just like this man has not bathed in a week. And
Yeah.
and the guinea tea and it was just, this was his best presentation. Like that profile picture is our first impression, and we're just as, superficial as you are sometimes. First
Exactly.
impressions are tough, and it's like,
Especially
I
the
am
first
swiping left,
the first cover photo. It wasn't even like it was a few back. Like that was the
No,
first one
that
when
was
right when
his,
it pops up, that's the one
"Hey,
you
baby,
see.
want to date me?"
Oh my God. What was he
No.
thinking?
Yeah.
What?
But sometimes they look so angry too. That's the one I don't get. Like there's some that look really angry, and I'm like, I don't know that I want to go out with somebody that angry in a
Yeah, it's
picture,
like I'm afraid to meet you by myself.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I should bring somebody with me just in case you get angry. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
like the police. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and I'm learning new I'm learning new acronyms. I got to tell you. Like there was, what did I see yesterday? It was FWO no, FWOWB, or it was like friends with or without occasional benefits. So however you,
Never heard
which,
that one.
no, meaning like, and I was just, I had to look it up. I'm Googling stuff just to like
What
get
does this
through
mean?
like my Bumble,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, so FWOWOB, and I'm just like,
Hmm?
and that was all his profile said. That was it. That was his entire description of
But then
himself.
that's the other thing. Like if he's on this dating app, you'd think he'd at least know what he's looking for, or he's on this for a purpose. Like, do you
Yeah,
want with or do
FWOB.
you want without? Like, are you just looking for a friend? Are you looking for something more? Are you looking for something in the middle?
Yeah.
Like, like that's confusing, but I guess
I
men,
feel I feel like it
yeah.
was straightforward. To me, it looked like he just wanted benefits. And
Yeah, I
yeah, and I
guess.
don't
Yeah.
work in HR. So
Nuh-uh. Do not
so
handle your benefits here. Nope.
so yeah, it was just that was fun. So any stories that went really crazy on you? Any really funny dates that you were just like, "Oh
Yeah.
my God, that just happened?"
Yes. Oh, I have a story for you. So this was last year. I was out at a bar one night with my friends. I actually met this man in the wild.
I love that.
In
In the
the
wild.
wild. Yes.
Yes. That means she did not use a dating
I
app.
did
He
not.
just
This was,
appeared in
he
front of
did.
her like
He
in
did.
life form. Like,
And in the moment, I'm a few tequila shots deep. I'm feeling
oh,
good. Music's on. My friends are all around. I'm very feeling good. So I see this man and he's so tall. He's super tall. So I'm like, oh my gosh, like he's so cute. Like, oh my God. I definitely was not in my right state of mind because he was way too tall. He was like 6'9". He
wow.
was like over a foot taller than me. He
Cool.
was so tall. Whatever. It was fine. We ended up he came up to me and was like, "Hey, like, you want to dance? Can I get your number?" So we started chatting, this and that, and we ended up going on a date the next week. So in my head, I'm like so excited, like, oh my gosh, like this man's so tall. Like, but I only met him, I only saw him when I was not
Beer goggles.
in my, yes, exactly. So we go to this date. One, he didn't make a reservation, which fine, whatever. We were supposed to go to Cosmos. We pull up to Cosmos in separate cars. And because I don't like to I like to drive myself to the first date just in case it's bad, I can leave. I never will be like, pick
Well,
me up or
you
yeah,
don't want them knowing where you live. You don't want to get in the car with
exactly.
a stranger. I mean,
Exactly.
I think that's so smart. So
Yes. So we ended up pulling into the parking lot. And he ends up calling me. He's like, yeah, like there's no spots to park. Like, I don't know if this is going to work. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, like, where else should we go? He's like, oh, want to go to Fridays? I'm like, okay, sure. I guess it's 8 o'clock now. So I guess so. I'm hungry. So we go to Fridays, and going into a date, I never know, are we splitting the bill? Is he paying? Do
yes.
I offer? Do I not offer? Like, is that offensive to their masculinity and wanting to pay, or am I offending them by not offering? But anyway, so I didn't know, am I ordering a drink or am I not ordering a drink? Right. So he goes first and he's like, okay, I'm gonna get a drink. And I was like, all right, fine. If you get one, I'll get one too. So he goes, looks at this menu, and he picks out a pink cotton candy martini. And I was like,
What
okay.
an interesting choice.
It's like, oh, okay. Okay. All right. Sure. Looks sugary. Okay. So it comes out, it's literally in a martini glass with a puff of cotton candy in the top, pink cotton candy. And like
Okay.
it comes out with a shaker that you're supposed to pour over the cotton candy.
Oh.
And I was like, okay. So before he even pours it, he starts eating all the cotton candy. I'm like, we haven't even gotten appetizers yet. I'm like, okay. So I guess so.
Hungry.
So I guess. And he pours it in, he tastes it, he's like, oh my God, this is so good. And I'm like, okay. He's like, do you want to try? I'm like, sure. I taste it. It's like syrup. It's like sugar. I'm like, that's not even a drink. But I'm like, okay, to each their own, whatever. That's what you want to drink? Fine. I guess I made him feel comfortable enough to order a pink cotton candy martini on his first date, but I don't know.
That is an interesting choice for a first date.
And we kept trying to talk, and it was painful. The conversations were painful. Like,
oh man,
we end up leaving, and so he goes in for a kiss, and remember that this guy is
he's
6'9".
So you
He
see
literally,
it coming for like a
oh
mile.
my God,
It's
it
like
took
a
him 20
helicopter
minutes.
coming out of the sky.
Literally, it took him 20 minutes just to get down. And we kissed whenever. I was like, okay, like that was fine. Like I'm on my tippy toes. Like he's like all the way hunched over. And he's like, so like, do you want to like listen to music in your car? I'm like, not really, but I said yes. And meanwhile, he drives a big truck that he can fit in. I drive a little Mazda. He gets in my passenger seat and his knees are at his chin, seat all the way back.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, why did we sit in my car? Like what? And I should have been like, no, let's go to your car. But like, I didn't even really want to do it. But like, it was like, and then I was like, what song do I even put on? I was like, what music does he listen to? Like, what is going on? So we ended up hanging out in my car for like 5-10 minutes. And I was like, okay, I got to go meet my friends. Bye. Like, so it was just, and then
awkward.
Yeah.
That's funny. So what other dating apps have you tried? Have you tried any other ones? Bumble or
Bumble I downloaded. I honestly I deleted it. I had it for maybe a week and then I just deleted it.
No.
Yeah.
Anything crazy happened? No, nothing crazy.
No. I think that's about it on my dating stories.
Okay. That's okay. Dating stories are fun. They were very good.
I'm sure there'll be more. I'm sure I'll acquire some more in this new year.
See that? Yeah. See that? We'll be swiping right a few more times just to get stories to be on a podcast.
Exactly.
I don't see a problem with that. I think
we need content, people.
We need content. Yeah. Well, your stories have been fantastic. I really enjoyed them. Thank you so much for coming on today.
Thank you so much for having me. I've had so much fun. This is really such a blast.
Awesome. Well, I got to say, Michelle Iaccarino, my niece, was my first guest on the podcast, and I'm looking forward to many more guests and many more stories. So I hope to see you back here. I'm Suzanne Linfante, and this is Swiping Left. And now here's some Swiping Left bloopers. With it, I'm Suzanne Linfante. I'm the podcast host. I don't like the way I said that. Going to start again.
There you go. I liked it, but
the podcast host.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the podcast host.
I'm the podcast host.
Okay, I'm going to burp.
Okay.
Sorry. Hi, it's the Swiping Left podcast. Why does my voice come out that high?
Hi, welcome to Swiping
Left. Oh, yes. So this is Swiping Left. Hello, blooper. But anyway, whatever.
Well, at least we're having fun with it, like you said.
What is wrong with me? Oh my God, too much pressure. Okay.